Tide, for the cleanest clothes in town, and Camay, the soap of beautiful women, present Bert Hillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Ellison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Well, I think it's lovely. Are you going to wear it for tennis? Not for tennis, dear. Really? Honestly, Buelah, you just... Does it look like a tennis hat? Well, I thought so because of the sunshade in the front. I know how you like to go in for those frilly things. I thought maybe it was for tennis. No, Buelah, it's for dress. You like it? Looks kind of like the hat that had the orchids on. Well, it isn't quite the same, but I think it's beautiful, don't you? Well, yes and no. What do you mean, yes and no? Well, I suppose it's all right for you, but I wouldn't wear it. Buelah, why don't you do something about your appearance? Well, I don't know. I'm kind of busy, I guess. One is never too busy to take care of oneself. You don't know me very well. Buelah, have you always been like this? How do you mean? Like you are. Well, I don't ever remember being any different. Perhaps I was. I don't know. I mean, you're... Well, I hate to say this about you, dear, but you are kind of careless. You can look so smart when you're dressed up. Well, you have to have inspiration to be dressed up. What seems to be wrong? Oh, I don't know. Nothing. Nothing at all. Fine. Everything's fine. When I was younger, things were different. I used to dress up all the time. Remember when I took that Mediterranean cruise? You took a Mediterranean cruise? Yes, certainly I did. Well, Buelah, I never knew about that. Oh, yes, it was my second year. I think I was a sophomore at Which Normal. And that summer, Mother promised me that if I did well, she would send me to Europe. So I went on a Mediterranean cruise. It was quite exciting. I looked very smart then. Oh, yes, I had a whole raft of knitted suits. I wore them at the drop of a hat. Every 2 hours, I changed my clothes. Oh, really? Well, I think you look smart in knitted things, dear. They're tailored. Yes, I'm more the tailored type. It's true. I had a lovely gown, though. Wonderful evening gown. It was I think it was chiffon. Yes, it was chiffon. Flowered chiffon. It was orange and brown. And it was just a lovely thing. Remember, it had a big sash, a bow tie just under my hips. Buelah, when was that? Well, I always liked extreme things. When was that? Oh, a long time ago. Why do you ask me all these questions? Honest Pete, made me so nervous. Well, tell me more about... Well, we visited Algiers and went from all through the Mediterranean. It's very romantic, Ophelia. You know, things happen to a girl every so often that changes their whole life, you know? That cruise changed my life. What do you mean? That's when my heart was broken. Oh, Buelah, you're fooling. No, I'm not fooling, Ophelia. If you don't want to hear it, I want to hear the whole thing. I don't have to tell this, you know. Buelah, I had no idea that you had, well, romance in your past. Yes, my life was full of romance. I was voted the most romantic girl at Which Normal. That was the second year. But after that cruise, I came back. No more romance for me. Whatever happened? Oh, it's better left unsaid. Just it was one of those shipboard romances, and it just went like that. That's when I became practical. That's when I decided to give up sorcery and go into electronics. I'm glad I did. I'm glad. Glad, you hear? Buelah, really? I am. Anyhow, from that day on, I've been more practical. Whatever did happen? Oh, nothing. It was just one of those things. He was a prince. A prince? Oh, no, not really. Yes, he was a prince. Prince of Othello. Buelah, now come on and tell me. You like to hear the whole thing? The whole truth? Nothing but the truth?
Yes, Buelah, I'm just dying to hear. I had no idea, really, honestly, dear. You must tell me more about these things.
You'd like to hear the whole truth?
Yes.
I never went on the cruise.
I don't know why I get myself into these things. Jack, remember the time she told us that her great aunt was a butterfly dancer in the circus?
I never believed any of that.
I never believed it either. I'm never going to believe another thing she... Why did she tell those things? She doesn't fib, usually.
I think it's sort of a hobby with her.
It could be. Maybe she's teasing me. My, I actually believed it. Well, sometime I'll find out just why she's so careless. Everything all right today, Jack, dear?
Very good, Peter.
Kind of a miserable day, isn't it, after that lovely sun we had?
Kind of chilly.
Yes. Well, we're having tea tonight around the fireplace, Colonel and I, if you'd like to come in.
Well, thank you.
Bring your piano, will you? Might have a few songs.
All right.
Au revoir. Ooh. Jack, there's something wrong with me. Every time I come up here, I bump my nose on the stage.
Sort of a hazard.
Yes, it is. Let's see if I can come up without doing it. Suppose I need glasses or something? Either that or the stage. Maybe it's out of kilter. You seen Ollie anywhere?
Oh, I haven't, Kukla.
Sure I could find him. Oh! Woohoo! Ollie! Ollie!
Kukla, come here.
How beautiful. How perfectly lovely. Pour moi?
Pour vous. Watch the thorns.
I will. Oh, aren't those lovely?
Long stem.
You bet.
Hope we have a vase big enough for them.
Oh, we'll find one. Aren't they lovely? Who are they from?
An admirer of yours.
I have an admirer.
Well, you have many.
Masculine or feminine?
Well, I imagine you have masculine and feminine admirers. This happens to be from a feminine admirer.
How dare you look at my cards?
Well, Kukla, I had to open the package. I'm the mailman. It was from Buelah.
It was? Imagine a ballerina giving me flowers. I can't believe it.
Well, pull yourself together. We got to put him in water.
Okay. You seen Ollie?
No, I haven't seen him anywhere. He's been over in the studio somewhere.
What studio?
Oh, I don't know. Way over on the other side of the building. Hi, Jack.
Hello, Ollie.
All set for the show today?
Yeah, all
Good. I'm glad. I hope Buelah told Fran about it. Cook!
What?
Hey, I got a real good idea for the show today.
What's that?
Well, you know, last week when Fran was a guest, she was a guest quizzer on the Quiz Kids.
Oh, yes, she was wonderful. Wasn't that wonderful?
Well, she's going to do it again tonight.
Oh, is she?
Yes. And so I decided that you and I we should do a Quiz Kids show.
No?
Oh, sure. I think it'd be very good. As a matter of fact, I've been very upset by the way Fran handled the whole program.
What do you mean? I thought it was very lovely. She was a very fine quizzer. Very fine. I'm going to see it tonight, too.
Well, she was very good, very sweet, very lovely, but she picked out such easy questions. Honestly, such snaps. No wonder the kids got them all. I like to see a few hard ones once in a while, a tough one. If I was a quizzer, I'd pick out the real tough ones. And I was thinking today, I thought, just to give Fran a little kind of a test, you see, you could be one of the quiz kids, and she could be one of the quiz kids, and I'd be the quizzer. Don't you think that'd be nice?
Well, I don't think it would be particularly nice, but I'd be glad to go along if you want.
Why wouldn't you think it'd be nice?
Well, all right, we'll go along. We'll have no argument today.
Okay. Now, we'll have roll call first. You get the little bell up, will you?
We don't have a school bell just like we have, like the quiz kids have.
That's all right. Just any kind of bell. That's all. And I'll go get ready. And Jack, you got everything ready, haven't you? Good for you, boy.
Why didn't you tell me about that?
Well, you were someplace else. I couldn't. I was planning it.
What are you going to get?
My costume.
Oh, all right. It's all right now, I guess.
Okay, I'll come up, and then I'll call the roll. And you kids come in.
Who are you going to call first?
Fran, I guess.
Okay.
Well, hello there, kids. How are you? Well, now we're going to have a roll call. Okay, Fran. Fran?
I am Frances Allison, and I'm 89 years old. However, you are only as old as you feel, I say, because I can still beat any 13-year-old kid running around the block, providing he's running the other way.
Fran, no. Fran, no. This is Quiz Kids.
Quiz Kids? Buelah told me it was Life Begins at 80.
Oh, that's
Buelah.
She is
I'm
getting
so
worse and worse and worse.
Well, wait a minute. Are we really going to do Quiz
We're gonna
Kids?
do Quiz Kids, and you're gonna. Fran, it isn't that I enjoyed you very much on the show. I thought you looked lovely and you sounded lovely and you were very lovely with the kids. But I thought that the questions you asked were much too simple, you know?
Too simple?
Yeah, and I thought maybe today I'd quiz you and Kukla, and I'll show you how you really should handle it tonight when you go on the air.
Well, all right. Give me just a minute, will you?
Now, how long do you need? A minute?
No, not really.
Woof! I'm timing you. 55. 50. 45.
Get Kukla.
I'm Kukla. I'm Kukla. I'm 2 years old, and I go to school at Kuklapolitan High. I'm very smart. And I'm very glad to be here. And my mother's name...
Oh, Kukla, you don't have to go all of that. You just introduce yourself as Kukla, and you say how old you are and what school. What grade are you in?
I'm a junior, and I'm going to the junior prom.
Shh. Where's Fran? She's coming in just a minute.
Oh, all right.
I'm Fran Allison, and I'm 7 years old, and I go to the Kuklapolitan grade school.
Fine. All right, kids. We have some very interesting...
Now, don't throw it to me.
Oh, there, you need time.
Don't give it to me. I want the bell.
You get the bell.
Now, you ring the bell at the beginning and at the end.
Well, I didn't ring it. I was just giving it.
I don't want it. I'm a quiz kid. What do I want the bell for? All right, I want the bell.
Cool. All right, kids. Well, it's awful nice to be here with you, and I'm very glad that I was invited to be the guest quizzer tonight, and I have some very interesting questions for you that have been sent in to us from all over the country, and I think you're going to enjoy them very much. Now, first of all, a question from Mr. Sylvester Snump.
Sylvester who?
Snump.
Oh, yes, I know him.
I've met him, too.
Yes.
Mr. Snump says that he thought you kids would be interested in lightning. Now, you're all interested in lightning, aren't you?
You bet. Lightning never strikes twice. Was that the question?
In the same place.
It wasn't the question. Now, this is what I want to ask you. How many light bulbs could be lighted from the electricity in a single flash of lightning a mile long?
I got it.
Kukla.
Oh, first of all, may I ask you one question?
Yes.
What wattage?
What wattage what?
That's what I said. What wattage?
What do you mean, what wattage what?
What wattage is the... What wattage bulb?
Oh,
60 watt, 40 watt, 25, what kind?
right.
Makes a very great difference.
Certainly does. I can't guess it.
Well, the question was how many light bulbs?
Well, I want to know what wattage light bulbs.
Well, you pick a wattage and give me the answer.
1 million.
That's right. However did you know?
Well, I just sort of figured it out. That's a very easy question, actually, if you know the answer.
Yes, that's what I thought. Well, now, here's a question for you kids. This is one about nature. I know you quiz kids like to get out at this time of the year, go see the flowers and see the birds and everything. And a very interesting question was sent in by Mrs. Ed Ogg of Ognogan, Indiana.
Well, I know her, too. I remember her.
Yes, well, now she says she would like you to name this bird. And here are some characteristics. Number 1, often called a fish hawk. Has 5-foot wingspread. White underneath. Found over rivers and lakes in North America. Fran.
Osprey.
That's right. Well, you kids are real smart today. But we've got a few more to stump. Well, that's just grand. Thank you, Mrs. Ed Ogg of Ognogan, Indiana, for sending in those wonderful questions. Now, here's some questions I think will really stump you. Now, You give me the answer to this. The first one that gets it now. What whips up oceans of suds, more suds, faster suds, longer-lasting suds? Fran?
Tide.
That's right. Now, when you wash with what, your shirts, sheets, towels, pillowcases all come so shining white and dazzling clean? Fran?
Tide.
Well, now, dirt's out. What's in?
Tide. Oh, I forgot to put my hand up.
That's all right, Francis. You might just as well.
Give me a chance.
Don't ring the bell.
I didn't ring the bell.
Now, tell me something. Tide is like what no other.
Oh, there's no other product made like Tide. Tide is different. There's nothing like it. Tide is patented.
I didn't ask you whether Tide was patented.
Well, I just thought I'd give you that information if you'd like to have it.
I didn't ask that. We don't answer questions that are not asked.
I just thought if you'd like to know about Tide being patented, I thought I'd give it to you.
Don't sulk.
I'm not sulking.
I'm the quizzer.
I don't care who you are. You're the whizzer or the quizzer. It doesn't make any difference to me.
Please, have attention here. Now. Oh yes. Oh, about Tide. Now we've been talking about Tide. Now. You've practically answered all the questions correctly. Can't you make any mix up at all? Can't you get any wrong at all? Nothing?
Not where Tide is
Now,
concerned.
where Tide is concerned, no. It makes no difference to Tide what kind of water you have in your town, hard or soft. Even in the very hardest water, Tide's a wash day dream come true.
You've been reading the Tide ads.
Naturally.
You read the Tide ads too? Tell me something. What kind of a miracle is Tide?
Tide is the wash day miracle. It not only gets ordinary dirt out of clothes, but also removes dulling soap film.
You can say that again.
Tide is the wash day miracle that...
Let's not be too literal, please. Now, will you complete this sentence for me? You get the cleanest wash in town with...
T-I-D-E, Tide.
Well, you kids really are smart today. Yes, indeed you are. Well, sir, shall we have recess for just a moment while we, the old quizzer goes down and gets a few more questions from the mailbag?
What do we do?
I don't know.
Some quizzer.
Yeah, he's not very smart, is he? You know what he told me, Fran? He's really going to stump you.
He's going to stump me?
Yeah. He's going to stump me, too, he said, because you don't give questions hard enough on when you're a quizzer.
I don't.
Well, I thought you did very well. I thought some of those mathematic problems last year were really kind of tough. You know?
Oh, say.
I didn't get them at all. But that Joel, he is so smart.
Oh, isn't he?
Yeah.
And just like that.
Yeah, you know who I like?
Who?
Little Melvin.
Oh.
Melvin?
He's so great.
Pardon me.
We're having a program up here.
Oh, terribly sorry. Well, see you later.
What are you going to do?
Laundry.
Oh.
Mine?
No, mine.
Well, good for you. Fine. Wash out the tubs when you're finished.
You bet.
Who is it?
Fletch.
Oh. Couldn't see who it was.
Well, I'm anxious to get the questions.
Come on, Mr. Quizzer, let's get going. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
Just a moment, please. Well, sir, what sterling television show is going to appear in Chicago, that is, 10 o'clock tonight on WENR-TV?
I got it.
What is that? Well, both of you answer.
Kukla, Fran, and Ollie.
I didn't know you kids even knew about it.
Sure. Naturally, I saw it on the bulletin board.
Well, now I've got a real tough one for you. This is a true and false. Now listen to this carefully. Very carefully, because each thing is very important. Answer after each question. You got that?
Sure.
Number 1. Chimerical things are tangible.
False.
Machiavellian people are naive.
False.
Pariahs are popular.
False.
Diffident people are generally...
False.
You didn't even ask the question.
I have a photographic mind. I read that book one time.
Querulous wives are happy. False. The handsomest dragon in the entire world is Oliver J. Dragon.
True.
Well, that was better, my dear. Fran, how do you know?
Oh, nothing really.
It's a snap when you really get down to it.
Well, now here's a mathematical problem sent in by Mr. George Glockenspiel of Glockenspiel Department Store. Now, here it is. A coil has a resistance of 30 ohms and an inductive reactance of 40 ohms. What is its total opposition, impedance, to alternating current flow?
The impedance is not, as one would suppose offhand, 30 ohms plus 40 ohms, but rather the square root of 30 to the second power plus 40 to the second power, or 50 ohms.
Is it right?
Fran, I have news for you. You should be in the engineering department.
I am.
But Fran, you can't tell a right-handed fishbowl from a left-handed fishbowl.
I know that I can't tell, but these problems are nothing.
How did you figure that out? Just in your head? I wish you'd explain it to me.
I don't explain these things. I just tell them.
Got a stump there.
That's not a legitimate question. Please go on.
Well, that was all the oh, no, there was one question. This is a problem of language. Now, I know one of you quiz kids will get this. In dragon language, there are certain idioms. I would like you to translate them into English for us today. Here we are. Now.
Stitching time saves 9.
Well, it was right. I was just about to say it myself. I didn't quite get the stitch, that's all.
All right, the second part of the question, another idiom.
Oh, I get that one. The early bird catches the worms.
Yes, that's it.
Well, here's one more.
I didn't do that. Your hat didn't.
Okay. Here's one more.
That's all, brother?
That's all, sister.
Well, he did very well.
Yeah, very well. I thought that was very fine, Ollie.
I quit. I'm not going to work with you kids anymore. That's all there is to it. You must have seen the questions ahead of time.
No, we didn't.
Why, we certainly did
I
not.
didn't see any of the questions at all.
But how would you? Well,
See, when you get quiz kids on, they're
Quiz kids, that's
quiz
all.
kids. That's why they're quiz kids.
but you kids aren't really quiz kids.
Well, no, but we're up here and we thought we worked it out.
Yes, we did.
Have to get up pretty early in the morning to get ahead of us. Kind of mean if I had to
Yes,
say
it was, wasn't it? I'm going to work that ohm thing out.
Yeah, I'd like to see you explain it.
As one would suppose offhand.
Yeah, I like
But
that.
rather the square root of 30 to the second power plus 40 to the second power, or 50 ohms.
Did you really know what it meant?
Do you? I don't even know what an ohm is.
How did you get the dragon language question?
Well, that I can get.
Did you learn a little bit from Mrs. Dragon?
I get it by inflection.
Oh, do you? I translate. I can't think in dragon language. I have to translate for it, and I translate mentally before. Fran,
Yes.
do you know that Sunday, the big show goes off the air for the summer?
That's right. It is Sunday, isn't it?
And Tallulah and all the gang on the big show are going on vacation after Sunday. And I thought it might be kind of fun if this is something you told me you do if you would sing that lovely song that Meredith Willson wrote, May the Good Lord Bless and Keep You.
Well, you sing it with me.
All right, we'll do it for Tallulah and all our friends on the big show.
All right. May the good Lord bless and keep you, whether near or far away. May you find that long-awaited golden day today. May your troubles all be small ones, and your fortunes 10 times 10. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again.
May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see.
Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows. Never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again.
May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet.
Till we meet again.
That was very nice.
Thank you. It's a very lovely song.
I'd still like to know how you guessed all those.
I'll tell you someday.
I'll never tell you at all.
I had a musical question, but I didn't answer it, could I? I didn't ask it. Could I ask it right now?
Sure.
Remember, you get the cleanest wash in town.
With T-I-D-E,
Tide.
Tide. Use Calais.
This is Calais, mild and gentle Calais, the soap of beautiful women. And here's a lovely Calais bride, Mrs. Jules Alexander, with that new gold ring on her finger and stars in her green eyes. Have you ever seen a softer, smoother complexion? Well, Jean's in her new home now, and just listen to what she has to say about Calais.
I'm simply thrilled with Calais. I guess you'd call it a case of love at first cake. You see, my first cake of Calais brought a new smoothness and freshness to my skin.
Exciting things happen when you change to regular care. Use Calais and Calais alone. Smooth Calais' rich, creamy, fragrant lather over your face. And by the time you've finished your first cake of Calais, you'll have a clearer, lovelier complexion. Remember, there's no finer beauty soap in all the world than Calais, the soap of beautiful women. The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Buelah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. And the costume designer is Joseph Lockwood.
And this is Bert Tillstrom thanking you on behalf of Fletcher Rabbit and all the Kuklapolitan players. Good night.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie has been brought to you from Chicago by Calais, the soap of beautiful women, and Tide, for the cleanest clothes in town.
NBC Television.